I think I overreacted to a situation a little once. Be me. Be pizza delivery driver. 7 p.m.-ish. Deliver pizza to this pretty nice house. Knock on door, hear dog barking. Man, mid-30s, opens door, dog behind him barking at me. That will be $16.37, sir. Gives me money. Getting change out. Dog bites me, makes me drop change. Give dog a little kick, so it leaves me alone. Man lunges at me and grabs arm. Pull out P3 at. Dose, let go of arm. Shoot him 3 times in chest. Wife comes to hall and starts screaming and runs to phone. Shoot at her 3 times and hit her once in the back. She's on the ground bleeding and screaming. Walk over and double tap her in head. Hit her once and dry fire second time cause the P3AT doesn't have a slide stop. Walk out. Dog finally shut the fuck up. Take pizza and throw it in a dumpster a couple of blocks from the store. Get back to store, tell coworkers the blood is pizza sauce. Pretty good night after that, make like $40 in tips for a 5-hour shift. Phoenix, 2013. Phone posting, so sorry if my phone flips the image. Be me and Buddy. Buddy is an urbanite that doesn't go in the woods too often. Decide to show him some cool, somewhat, local stuff that he can do. Walking down abandoned railroad, we have a lot near me. It's now part of a train tour area, so you have to hop a fence and keep an ear out for the tour train. Nice little nature walk and spooky atmosphere during the fall. Actually get within 20 of a family of deer, which was cool. Birds singing and flying around us. Really peaceful outside of a few buzzing flies. Buddy says he has a bad feeling. Feels like he's being watched. Think it's just his nerves from being deeper in the woods than he's ever been. Decide to keep moving. A few steps and notice something. Silence. Absolute silence. No birds, no squirrels, no wind in the branches. Not even the flies are buzzing anymore. Silence is broken by the sound of something moving to our left. Whatever it is, was big enough to move an entire bush. Get my knife out, was a no guns at the time. Tell my buddy to hold onto my backpack and walk slowly back. I'll watch behind us, he'll watch in front of us. Do this for 2 miles and sprint to the car as soon as it's in sight. Roll over the fence and the fall knocks the wind out of us. Don't care, get in car and take off. I'd if it was a cougar or something spookier, but I wasn't sticking around to find out. Area had a serial killer that was never caught too, to add to the spook factor. I got one. Be me, farm kid from rural Manitoba. Moved to Winnipeg for college, this is 1998 BTW. New buddy wants to go bar hopping. Hit a few places. Buddy asks if I wanna go cougar hunting. Think why would there be any big cats in the city? Because I'm a stupid farm kid. End up at the Norvilla Hotel up Henderson, Hawaii. Splash on some Huralure, Old Spice original, because buddy tells me cougars love the scent. Sit down at the bar. Within minutes, approached by lady in her late 40s wearing black spandex pants and a leopard print blouse. She sits down next to me and puts her hand on my leg. Hear her mating call. Hey there, hot stuff. Don't you and my son play hockey together? Reply that I don't. Well, you wanna come back to my place, and you two can play Nintendo in the morning? About 14 rye and cokes in by this point. Before I know it, I'm sitting in the passenger seat of a beat-up Honda Civic. Get dragged to the woman's den. Get ravaged. Wake up the next morning and kick her son's ass at Mario Kart despite my hangover. Bitch tells me to get out. Take the bus home. Never go cougar hunting again. Be me. New to guns and go to a meet-up in western Pennsylvania, show up, raining, still have fun cause people are funny. Saturday rolls around, range day. Get my range bag and my box of 300 rounds. Range bag is cloth-based with spongy insides. Shoot dirt and trash to heart's content. Put gun away in range bag and leave it on my chair near the fire, still raining BTW. Get done with meetup, drive home. Put all my camping shit away and go to my room to put gun back in safe. Opens rifle bag. It got rained on the whole time I was there, 3 days. Water soaks into the spongy interior of the bag. Water gun. Gun is covered in Cheeto rust. Receiver complete seized up, can't work the action. Hour and a half later with new lube and a cloth rag, rust comes off. Pick related, taken after rust was removed. Be me. Be late judge anon. Learn firsthand that 410 sucks, and sucks batter in a short barrel. Always loaded with 45 LC instead. No, the factory rifling is hollowed to work with 410, or was misinformed. Still can hit bottles with it, so ignore it. Story begins. Crawling through a burn, put in a failed. There's some scrap iron, bolts and old paint cans and other shit worth plinkumger stealing. Crawling over old furniture, broken glass, dodging upright nails everywhere and other bullshit. Stuck in a spot climbing through this shit. Weird as fuck snake appears. Draw the Brazilian bulge. Line up the bent sights. Fire one shot. 45 LC deletes his head, and it spazzes out a bit. These guns are junk, but if you got one, and don't have a better wheelgat, I wouldn't sell it till you do. Lmao story time. Be me young fag. Just turned 18, and bought my first gun ever. Moist nugget for $200 because I loved Call of Duty World of War, mind it was the only game that Grandpa let us play on his Xbox 360 when we visited his home. Dimitri knew. Been a couple months figuring out how the Mosin works. Dad is showing interest in guns after having mostly been a music and sports guy. We go to the gun store I bought the Mosin from. The guys at the store immediately start trying to sell my dad on a PTR 91 for $1,899.99 and a Taver for $2,599.99. They're saying they're amazing guns, super reliable, battle-tested. I'm feeling dizzy from how good this Jewish bullpup is. I've discovered 4chan by this time, and I've learned a fancy new word, shills. I tell my dad not to buy either, since he can find a better price for a PTR 91 online by almost half the price, and that the Taver is a really unreliable and unsafe gun to own. The gun store employee is fucking angry and gives me a scornful glare since I stopped my dad from buying an overpriced plastic U gun. Dad ends up not buying anything, and we shoot my Mosin at the range. Dad eventually bought a pistol and a nice hand safe for home defense, and he is all the better for not buying nonsense. Combat mission but new game engine, so it runs better and can simulate more things without having to handwave things behind the scenes. That, along with adding a better PvP system and better editor and mission sharing for a lot more replayability. Another thing to add would be a larger scale mission campaign where you effectively have control of an entire brigade division and its operational movement and logistical concerns over a multi-session campaign mission, and a bit more emphasis on logistics and recovery operations, but that's pushing it. Finally, having the setting be somewhere meme-worthy due to CM successfully guessing major combat operations before they actually happened. Ukraine and Syria. Surprised more Kayans don't play CM as it's pretty much as good as it gets in terms of military simulation, particularly from the commander's point of view. Be me playing CM BS. Need to secure an objective on opposite side of the map. Select good SBF positions and send out the scouts. Nothing. Spotted in multiple turns. Decide to push up T-90 platoon. Gets immediately dabbed on by two different Javs and an enemy tank from somewhere. Start pushing my dismounted infantry platoon through the woods. Gets bracketed and destroyed by enemy field artillery. TFW, you lose an entire tank platoon and infantry platoon within 3 minutes. TFW, that sort of shit will happen in an URL conflict and already has. Ukraine once again. War is crazy. Be me. Instructor at Goodfellow AFB. Driving around base. Hear accordion wafting through my window at a stop sign. Look around desperately. Catch a glimpse of a soldier in his black PT uniform hiding in the shadows between a dorm with an accordion. Every now and then hear it, or catch just a glimpse of him. Every soldier on GFAFB knows of the accordion man. He is a specter of a man. Be me. Search and rescue. 3-day body recovery search for missing hiker. A foot of snow on the ground. Wake up after another freezing night in my tarp tent. See cougar prints around the campsite. Something that still bothers me are those prints. Who in their right mind would wear high heels in the snow? Cougars are scary, man.